Hey guys, today I'd like to show you something that can save you some time. Track presets in Pro Tools. Let me show you. So here's our session. Let's take a listen. It's all drums only. I got a bunch of drums. Let's take a listen. Okay, so some drum tracks. I got an SSL channel on it, and I also have a trigger on it. So that's my kick drum settings. Here's my kick drum. I have a snare drum with, some settings and so forth. Let's say I want to save the kick drum setting so I can recall for another session, so I don't have to set it up and start from scratch. Let me show you how to do it. You right click here, you go to Save Track Presets. You have a choice here. Now it's already named it kick because it's called kick, and if I want to name it something else, I can. And then the other thing here is this box right down here on the bottom. If you click on that, it tells you everything you can save, which is too much for me. I usually leave this all alone, but you can go in here and turn off maybe volume, maybe pan, and then it would not save those settings. But that's up to you. If you go here under category and you hit this little arrow, there's another choice to add category. So you can make your own custom categories if you wanted. And I'm going to do that now. I'm going to add category. Here's a little trick. If you hit the space, just a blank space before you name it, it will end up on the top of the list. So it's easier to get to when you do need it. Let me show you. I'm going to call this My Stuff. And now when I hit OK here, I just saved this preset. So now if I remove this, get rid of these plugins, so now they're not there, right? And just for the heck of it, let's change the color here. Let me go in here and tell this to change colors. Track color, we'll tell this to be a different color. We'll say pink. And so now you can see the color's different. Let's change the volume. I'm going to go over here to, here's my track. I'm going to move it down here. You saw it was on 0. And watch what happens when I go back over here and I right click and I hit recall preset, then I can go to My Stuff. And like I mentioned earlier, if you put a space before you name it, it will show up on top. That way you can get to your stuff faster. And if I hit kick, watch what happens. See how it turned blue again? My plugins are back. And my volume is back to 0. And I'm back to normal. So you can use that from there for any session. So say your next session you have, let's just go ahead and do this. Well, we'll do that in a minute. So let's say this time I'm going to put a syn on here. I'm going to put add a syn. Okay, so I want to save my syn setting. So now I'm going to save my preset. I'm going to go save preset, and I'm going to keep it the same name, hit OK, replace it, yes. So now I have it with the syn. So if I remove the syn now, and I go back and I hit recall my preset, watch what happens. Everything else was there, so it didn't need to add those, but it did add my syn. Another really cool thing that I like about this is you can import only certain things. So let's say I only want my syn. I don't want this other stuff. I can go over here and I can right click and recall syn. And I go to My Stuff, hit kick, and now it's brought my syn. Now I can do the same thing here. I can go to my inserts and I can go recall inserts, and I can go to My Stuff and it recalls just my inserts. And if you wanted to, you can go to another track. Let's say we can go to my hi-hat and I'm going to add this. And I can go down to, let's say, the third insert here, and I'm going to go recall inserts, and I'm going to hit kick, and I hit OK, and now see that? It put them right where I told them to put them. So now I got my kick preset on my hi-hat and my trigger set over here as well. It's very useful to use, so when you have sessions that have similar sounds, you can recall them real quick and easy. It's a good starting point for mixing. Another good use for this is, say you're doing movie stuff, post stuff, and you got a bunch of sound effects. Well, you could have all your sound effects saved just like this, and you can pull them up whenever you want them, because this will save the sound as well. If you go in here and you hit right click and you hit save preset, you could tell it what to save. You can tell it to include audio and MIDI clips. So if you wanted to save sound effects, you could do that and they'll come back with this preset setting. Very cool. So check it out. Hopefully it works for you. Let me know in the comments. If you got something from this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.